Yeah, you find them just on the ground. They're just on the sand. You pick them up. They're there. You can see in the distance that the Gundrick police are now like taking some people onto like their boats, and you assume that they've made some arrests, and then like are trying to like basically like retreat back to the. They managed to arrest some people and are coming back to shore.
Did you get them the demon body or bring the towel?
I don't know if it's much to bring back. Like,
yeah, basically they decay like really quickly. Like it's just kind of like turning to.
Smells terrible.
Yeah, just it's like an ash pile at this point.
Yeah.
Ciara just dusting herself off, like, more put out than anything. Just glances at the water.
It's like, good job, maidens.
Yeah!
I'm handing the tears off to Keyanthi because it's just like, she stayed close for the longest, and it's like,
You deserve this.
good run. I am tired.
Slightly out of breath, and she definitely takes the tears and like holds it carefully, but also trying to feel like, well, she has really long sleeves. She like hides it, folds her arms and hides it with sleeves, so she's just kind of like, doesn't draw attention.
Yeah, hammer space is like when the Looney Tunes characters like just pull out of nowhere. Hammer space.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah, just pocket, magic bands of holding. Magic robes of holding. You just hide. I mean, you guys have. Keyanthi does have the bag of holding, so.
It's in there now.
It's in there now.
She lined the bottom of her sleeve with a bag of holding, so it just looks like it disappears into her sleeves whenever, so that comically, if ever we wanted to take for lunch money, everything comes out.
I like that idea.
Got one out of the 3 items that
You have one item, and then stuff the others to having 3 items.
That's true.
True.
Gosh, more to do.
Then there's this. You see this like party, another party come out, and they have this big barbecue, and they're roasting like this giant pig. Luna, you smell that pork? Your mouth salivates. You've been resisting for so long.
She's like, I'm hungry so bad. So good.
Seems like a nice reward. I mean, mission success.
And
It might be slightly 15 minutes. I'm just gonna run over and grab some.
yeah, you run over into this party of random people, and then just chomp into like the haunch of the pig. Juicy, tender, wonderful meat. Make werewolf save with disadvantage. Because it's sweet, sweet food.
It's because you bit the haunch. But disadvantage haunch.
This one.
Oh,
No.
8.
Oh,
8, 10.
that's a fail. So,
Good, fine for now.
the exhilaration, the chase. You feel the curse gnawing at your insides again. It's been so long since you've felt so free. Your body contorts and fangs spring out. Fur replaces skin as you feel alive. The scented sounds, everything's so exciting. The smell of meat.
Well, it wasn't.
It wafts through the air. As you just chomp down on this whole pig. You see this crowd around you, these people you don't know. They want your food. Food aggression kicks in. And everyone else, you see Werewolf Luna just lunge at this guy. What do you guys do?
Is she like a full like wolf?
Yeah, she's
Dusting lights!
yes, full-fledged wolf.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights in Luna's face if that's alright.
Yeah,
Distraction.
it definitely will confuse her. She's just like, what is happening?
Paparazzi!
My wolf friends are still here, so to get back on the back of one of my wolves, like they're gonna run forward, and as I'm running towards Luna, and I'm like, Luna, come back! Snap out of it! You can do this. You have control.
How will I understand her? With her being that animal?
Make a persuasion check, Ellie.
Gosh, so okay. That's 21.
Okay, so like your spectral wolves come over around. The crowd is dispersing as people are yelling and screaming, and this like poor guy is just like Luna's like big like just maw is just around his face.
She's like a dire wolf.
Yeah, and
It's like oh my gosh, this is so cool. It's dire wolf.
yeah, and like she stops. She just she stops just inches away around this guy, and then like she lets out this growl. Make a I guess another charisma save.
16?
Okay, you're kind of coming back into your senses, but there's still food, and this is kind of your friend, but she has this other big dog with her. You're kind of confused as to what's going on, and you're gonna wait out to see what happens.
I'm gonna growl at the other dog and like find it to show dominance.
Yeah.
That's my fifth.
Alright, so I'm going to slowly get off and hop.
Hop on.
I'm gonna hop off.
Hoppity hop.
I see her snarling at my conjure wolves, and I just dissipate it, and I walk slowly up, like my hands up. Luna, it's okay. Luna, it's safe. We're friends.
Okay. Make another persuasion or animal handling check.
Oh, I'm gonna do animal handling.
Okay.
I actually have really good animal handling. Gracious.
Not with that roll.
How's that roll now? That's a 13.
You don't know what she's doing. She made the wolf go away, so that's pretty good. That's a good sign. But you see her coming towards your food. You don't like that. You still have mixed feelings about what's going on. Keyanthi, you see this event happening. What are you guys doing?
I wonder if music will soothe the savage beast.
Okay, yeah,
Hey.
yeah, sounds good.
Sort of just like,
Yeah.
sort of just like sensing that she's a little bit calm, like maybe the like blotting out the fading wails of people fleeing in fear. Like maybe it'll just help to add a little bit of softer ambiance. So she pulls out her flute.
Okay, make a performance
Flute
check. Yeah.
My first. It's a 19 plus 2. It's a 19 plus 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
21.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you,
Performance, right? Because it's
Yeah.
just a plus 2 for performance. Okay.
yeah. So you take out your flute and begin to play this tentative piece. And Luna, you look over and you're like, oh, that's actually kind of nice. That's kind of weird, but that's nice. Okay.
I'm trying to take my food. She's busy.
She's busy. Okay. She can play. She can play music. She's okay. Make a charisma save.
Okay, that's good. That's 25.
Yeah. You.
Like, raise it so that it's soft and lulling. Kind of like the rock of the ocean waves. If we're in a cave, it'd be spicy.
you you listen to this tune, and Luna, in the back of your head, you remember Ciara playing this flute on other instances, and part of Luna comes back. So you begin to calm down a little bit further. Keyanthi, what do you want to try to do?
So she's calming down.
Yeah, you see her sort of like easing up off the guy, but there's still this look of fear in her eyes as she slowly like paws back over to she's now off the guy, but now she's over the meat.
Meat's always good. I honestly don't know what to do. I don't think I can like do a flip over her and then get her to calm down even more. So she's over by the meat.
You can try to assist
doing
Ellie.
matador stuff so like you shake out your robes.
You can just try talking to her.
Okay, well, I don't know what to say, so I'm gonna say Keyanthi tries to calm her down and like bring her farther away from the meat. That's what's happening.
Okay.
You're trying to take me away from the food.
You call.
Maybe I should lead you to it.
She's currently like leaning over the meat. You can try to like call back Luna, and just be like,
Yeah.
okay, make a persuasion check. You're pretty good at those.
I hope so. I think so. No so.
Yeah.
Don't ask me anything else.
Oh.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so like you start to talk to her, and then like the guy that Luna was leaning over, he just gets up and like runs away, and that spooks Luna. And she goes back into
Picks up the meat and moves away from you.
yeah, I mean, picks up the meat and kind of growls, and now we're back to Ellie.
I want to make an insight check
Sure.
to see if I can sense Luna in there and how I can reach out to her.
Sure, yeah.
Gosh, time I'm rolling, ignore this. Hey, that's not bad. That's 22.
Okay, so you kind of like sit back and think about like what troubles Luna, and she has a lot of like. You seem to recall a lot of her identity being like seated in like being a druid and being a member of her family, and now that both of those things have been threatened, she has fallen prone to this werewolf curse, and it's made her susceptible to its enthrallment. So you think if you like reinforce her identity somehow, then you would be able to reach her more, either like in the sense that she is your friend, or that like her family will still care about her no matter what. Her, she doesn't need to be a druid to be valuable. Any of those would be fine.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna get really low to the ground, like child's pose, just like hands on knees.
That's how I make animals like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem less threatening.
And I'm gonna be, Luna, I know you can hear me, but it's okay. It doesn't matter if you're not a druid, and it doesn't matter if you think your family's not gonna love you, because you don't need any of that. You don't need to be a druid to be special. You don't need to have a noble family to be special. You are you. I've seen you do remarkable things. You are a strong woman and a good friend. Luna, please, come back.
You, your persuasion check with advantage with that. Wonderful speech.
Nope. That's 14.
Okay. I think 14 is enough. The DC has been lowered over time. And your words reach her. You start to see Luna's eyes come back first, and then the wolf body starts to relax, and then Luna, at this point, you can revert, and you sit down and feel exhausted from this transformation. Now you're at you're on the sandy ground next to a big pile of meat, and a bunch of people are staring.
Okay, have I turned back?
You feel it begin to recede. So you can make a choice to like leave or try to hide or just change there.
I think if she does change there, like how close are we to the water?
Pretty close.
Okay, so she's like might knows herself changing back and run into the water.
Okay, yeah.
Last time she came back with no clothes, so
Yes.
assuming that's gonna be the case again.
You feel this curse start to just reel back to the dark chambers of your mind, and everyone else sees this wolf get up and just sprint full speed towards the water and just splash into it, and like as people are running away, you see Luna come back with her.
Oh, Keyanthi, do we have any extra clothes or anything to help cover Luna?
Would a disguise kit count as clothes?
I mean, with a disguise kit, you'd probably have like an extra set of clothes.
I mean, if there's wigs in there, but, we'll say like Jupa comes back and she's like, "I'm too old for this. What happened? Where'd that lady go? Where's Luna? Why is Luna naked?" She pulls out this she has like this sack that she carries her armor in. She's like, "Well, I mean, it's not much," and she like cuts it open, gives you a little burlap sack dress.
Yeah.
So you're not nude, but you're not fabulous either.
Yeah.
And
I run up to the tags and I hug her.
yeah, you went up to the.
Oh, thanks, Ellie. Oh, that was embarrassing.
You guys.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, and Jupa's just like, "Yeah, well, I see the fuzz are on coming back to the shore, so she's like, let's go, let's go."
Like reach back and sneak, like grab like a leg or something.
Yeah, and you guys, mostly just you guys slip back and you go like the crowd just kind of backs up and you guys.
Do a very quick dumb thing.
Yeah.
As we're leaving, if we pass by the sea turtles, I just want to say goodbye, sea turtles. You take care.
Hope you find your dad.
Yeah. Hope you find your dad. Just because I can.
Oh, one of them was just like,
with them. She's like, "Oh my god."
"I'm not really looking for my dad, but thanks anyway."
You'll find him, I believe in him.
Oh, look, I found him. Wow. Dad, that lady's so smart. Yes. Keep going. We're going to the ocean. Don't touch the two legs. And you guys kind of just scurry away quietly into Gundrick. You're at like this kind of touristy play area of the city, so you can manage to just slip into the crowd and into an alleyway pretty quickly, and then we'll say you guys go through the back alleys and then kind of like set up camp in Jupa's house. And
We made it back.
Fur sticking out.
Yeah, Luna's.
Flaws, and she's like trying to not be obvious about it. Like probably keep her hair down to like kind of.
Yeah, Jupa kind of like keeps pretty close to her, and you guys get into her house, and she goes into the immediately. She goes into the back and comes out with this like it's a really large shirt for you. She's like, this is a shirt for me, but it's probably more comfortable than a burlap sack.
Thanks. So she'll quickly change into that when she's private.
Yeah. There's just a. Yeah, you can find a room and do that real quickly. And
She'd probably like cuddle up in it like next to the fire because she's like water.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, there's Jupa's house always has like a little bit of a hearth going, and so you guys can settle down there.
Well, still a win.
Yeah, you hold up.
did it hurt anyone?
No, you were fine.
Okay.
Man was safe. You didn't hurt anybody.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you guys gather around the hearth fire and kind of collect your thoughts. Kiara, you hear this voice in your head and he says, "Oh, Kiara," and it's Uncle Rian. He says, "We found the third piece. It's over at the theater. Do you think have you guys rounded up the other bit? Do you think you can meet us up there?" And
she sits there. Yes. Not sure if I can hear back. Where transmission from?
How did you get this out of my head?
Huh. Wait a minute.
Who's that?
Yes. Where are you?
do you say this
How
out
are you
loud?
doing that? Just, how are you doing that?
Sorry?
What?
Not you. Uncle Rian?
I look around. Like,
No.
you're talking about Windhowl, right? He's not here.
Jupa says, "Did you hear something in your head? Like a voice?"
Aye.
"Oh, that's a spell. Sometimes I get them." "What did it say?"
Before too. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it feels a little invasive the first time,
Yeah.
especially if it's someone you don't know. But barely know.
Hear from.
Yeah. Or that, someone you don't want to hear from.
Okay. No, I know I'm fine. Just... How do you know if you can hear you back?
Well, the spell works. You can respond about 25-ish words back.
Oh, okay. And so she pauses and like after a good moment of contemplation, she's like, "Oh, you say they found the third artifact and they want us to meet, and he wants to meet. Kiara is a little bit like kind of thinking back to like the do I know that my Uncle Rian can do this?
No, it's a surprise to you.
Yeah.
You know he's like magically inclined. You just don't know like what that means exactly.
Yeah, I don't know where that house extends to.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What do you think Elvish Knights can get that spell later? Be cool for you.
That would be nice. Yeah, she doesn't know how to respond. Like, do I just talk into my own head, or?
Another voice comes in. It's for you, and again he comes back. He's, that response was kind of unclear. You can just say yes, we're coming, or just talk out loud.
Please tell me much else.
Are you coming? And do you have the tears? Also, it's the Shell Theater. I think I named it something cooler. God.
Gundrick does strike me as the type of theaters.
Yeah, they would have at least like
All these theater kids trying to sell their souls to demons so that they can perform the best.
Seashells Cove. There we go. We're at Seashells Cove.
Right. And you know that place is safe to meet?
The, you don't hear a response. He contacts Keyanthi, and he says, Miss Keyanthi, we have achieved one artifact and have found the other. Will you please meet us at the Seashells Cove so we can collect the third?
How soon do we need to be there?
You don't come out of nowhere. Kelly's like, whose voice? First my dreams, and then this.
And you hear like another response, and he's like, well, now an hour.
We'll be there in an hour.
And there's no response.
Kiara, like,
I'm just waiting for us to like get here, there, and then there'll be like a demon attack. It's like, well, I can't help you because someone kept asking questions.
what?
My third double smells.
I'm a little cagey, okay? It's not my fault. It just came out of a lot of adrenaline rush. It was really nice. I'm not drunk enough for this.
There were sea turtles.
Well, frankly, he was a little rude. Interrupting us.
He's abrupt. I'll get over it.
Alright.
Alright, I guess we're going to the theater.
Yeah, it would take. It's across town, so it'll take some time to get there. Like, probably like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But you guys can like, rest up for the time being. And it's about 10, so I think we'll end there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thanks for
Good forward
watching.
motion. Good forward motion.
Hello, this is Tiffany, your DM. Thank you so much for listening to Dungeon Damsels. We really appreciate all your support. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps us out. And if you're interested, we also have a Patreon as well as a podcast version of our show. You can find it on Spotify, TuneIn, Podcast, Podbean, and pretty much anywhere where podcasts are. Thank you again so much, and we hope to hear from you soon.